What's up, Sneaky Nation? Sneaky P here, back with all the news after the entire regular season of year number 4 in our Los Angeles Crusaders franchise. I know videos have been a little bit sporadic lately. I apologize for that. For people who have been with my channel for a while, you know that this is not my job. I do have a regular job as a bartender, and I work in a beach town, which means as the weather is starting to warm up, my schedule over there becomes a lot more hectic. I have a lot more hours going to my real job. And unfortunately, that means less hours for this. I still do the best I can to be active, but certain weekends, it's definitely more difficult. We had a giant festival in town this last weekend, and that really took up a lot of my time and just drained me. So I apologize. Good to go now, though, so let's go ahead and get going. Now, we have a bye week and the wild card week. So what I'm thinking is we'll start off with this week and maybe look at the awards, and then next week we'll check out the stats for the entire season and everything like that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get going with game prep as we prepare for the playoffs. We have made it back in. We can only do scrimmage, which quite honestly is pretty pointless. It doesn't really give us a whole lot to work with. Now, can we do confidence? We can do okay, we can do confidence, but if you look, confidence seems to be okay from the left-hand side there. Now it's saying one of our, okay, so we can work on Kendall Wright, Shakir Gayton, Mendenhall. Cross is still pretty up there as well. Mendenhall's likely not going to play much in the playoffs. Kendall Wright, obviously, we need to focus on that. Shakir Gayton is solid. If we're not going to have a whole lot of time to work with, might as well get Shakir Gayton to that 99 mark. I'm okay with that. And then we should also improve the confidence of our cornerbacks. Granted, I don't know that they really need it. Oh, this is all I can do. Okay. I guess nobody else is really struggling with confidence. I don't know. We'll just do this. Okay. There we go. Alright, let's just move forward. We didn't have a whole lot we could do there. But we will be looking at the awards today. I'm excited about that. And look at this. Chaz Jenkins, Peyton Manning's replacement, wins MVP. Are you serious? The Broncos, man. The rich get richer. A division rival. I was kind of hoping that once Peyton Manning retired, you know, we'd kind of be able to take over the division, which, granted, we've won the last 2 years. But, you know, obviously the Broncos are a huge threat, as they were all year long, right on our heels there. But they could definitely turn it around and pick back up and win it next year, so it's something to keep an eye on. Weekly awards, we'll check the weekly awards for the last week. Foles going 33 of 43, 349 yards, 4 touchdowns and an interception. Luke Kuechly, 14 tackles, 1 interception. Ellerby, 5 tackles, 1 sack, 2 interceptions. And Chaz Jenkins, of course, 52 passes, my goodness. 35 of 52, 336 yards, 4 touchdowns for him, no interceptions. Yearly awards, we already know who won MVP here. Chaz Jenkins taking it home. Drew Brees, number 2, Flacco, Manziel, Wilson, Kaepernick, Christian Ponder, Ryan Nassib, unbelievable. That's interesting to see him up there. Robert Griffin III and Brock Osweiler. We lost Derek Carr. He had been on this list for a little while, but he had a really bad Week 16 matchup and then sat out Week 17, not helping him out. But Single is going to win Coach of the Year, 14-2. Fisher with the Saints now is going to be second. Jim Harbaugh, rip with the 49ers, man, but he's still there in this game, and he is doing a great job as we scroll down the list a little quickly here. Rex Ryan with the Patriots, interesting to see him up there at number 6. John Fox still with the Broncos. Mike Zimmer, a coach I actually like quite a bit. AFC player, Offensive Player of the Year, Johnny Manziel taking it home over Chaz Jenkins, who won MVP. Very interesting to see that. Flacco 3, Nassib 4, Ponder, Bortles, Devin Golden sitting here at number 7. Garoppolo, alright, very cool to see him up on the list. Eddie Lacy with the Dolphins at number 10. I'm just going to scroll through these pretty quickly. Lawrence Timmons winning Defensive Player of the Year. Jace Richardson, just an absolute monster from the moment he has entered the league. Still dominating over there for the Jaguars. Cushing, Von Miller, Brandon Spikes on the list at number 5 for the Crusaders. Very cool to see that. And Raynard Ray, man, had a few games where he looked a little bit better than Spikes, which was pretty interesting. But, of course, Spikes was the captain over there, and he did a great job for us. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Martaze Cain for the Steelers, 84 overall. Jawan Sellers, who really started to blossom once Tremaine Small took over at quarterback, 80 overall for him. And I don't think he was that high. I don't feel like he was, so he might have added a lot of points after the end of the season. Eldon Strong for the Colts, 83 overall. I'm pretty sure that was that wide receiver that they put opposite Jabbar Gray, if I'm not mistaken. Mark Gutierrez, 82. Brendan Randall, 85 overall for the Titans. 2 players for the Colts. Oh, wait, no, LaRon Curse. I apologize. This is the player they put next to him. So, wow, they have a 83 overall, 81 overall, and a 76 overall. They had an incredible draft on the offensive side of the ball, trying to give some weapons for their quarterback. I know they don't have Andrew Luck anymore, but pretty interesting to see that. Matt Marmarosa, despite limited time, is going to end up number 8 on the list. Hamid Quick for the Bills, and Roland Kerr. Roland. Every time I hear Roland, I think of How I Met Your Mother. If you guys get that reference, props to you. Defensive Player of the Year, Gray, the strong safety, if I'm not mistaken, for the Bills. I remember scouting him, 85 overall. Graham, 83 overall for the Texans. Deshae Campbell, 77 overall. You know, had limited time playing that slot corner for us, but he ended up picking up quite a bit of sacks. Whenever we do that cornerback blitz, he was really getting to the quarterback well, moving him so high up that list there. But really didn't see him a whole lot in coverage. So hopefully that's going to be something we see more of next year. As we go down the list, Chisholm, Stevenson, Landrum, Kawan Pleasant is going to make the list. Wow, if anything, I would have thought it'd be Olajuwon for us. But I guess Pleasant's going to make the list. Oh, wait, no, I take that back. I was thinking of my right outside linebackers. Pleasant was actually the middle linebacker that we ended up signing. We scouted him and he was drafted and then got cut. Johnny Lowe, 87 overall for the Browns. Wayne Payne. That's an interesting name. But again, the Colts striking in the draft. They're a team to look out for in the future based on the Player of the Year awards here. And Branton Spain for the Jaguars. At this point, we're just going to go through pretty quickly, as usually we see a lot of names we're pretty familiar with. Derek Carr, number 7 on the list here. No Tremaine Small, but he was on limited action late in the season. Best running back, Devin Golden. Somebody was saying I should trade Devin Golden. He's not playing well. Not true at all. Devin Golden's been playing incredible, as you can see here. Again, winning best running back. An amazing player for us as we go down the list. Tamarcus Eaton, I believe that was another rookie, if not this year, the year prior. Martaze Cain made it at number 9 as a rookie. I always like seeing the rookies carry his second year with the Browns, and that ended him on number 3. So very cool to see that. Torrey Smith, welcome to the 49ers, baby. Keyston Mack, number 7, a lot further down the list than he was last year. Started off pretty slow this season, but really kind of came on strong again towards the end. Justin Blackman on the list. Steve Smith Sr. there as well. Offensive line, you guys know we're beasting here. Ivan Guy, that was such a good draft pick for us. But yeah, offensive line, we're doing pretty solid, I would say. Definitely doing a good job blocking for Devin Golden. Defensive line, the top 3. Oh man, that sack slider is so difficult to figure out. But Shelby Harris, of all people, actually leading the way. Vince Wilfork and Justin Tuck also on the list, beating out J.J. Watt, Wilkerson, Poe, and Guy. Nicholas Guy over here, all right. Gaines, I think Guy is a rookie or a second-year player, if I'm not mistaken. Cortez Allen, defensive back of the season for the AFC. Gilbert, number 2. Revis, number 3. And again, he's back on the Jets in this game, too, so it's very cool. Happened in real life and the game as well. They called it. Prince Amukamara, definitely got to keep him at number 5. He had a great season once again for us. And then kicker Justin Tucker. Steven Gostkowski up at number 3. I think he only missed 1 kick, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that, though. We'll find out next week when we do our, our stats video. Drew Brees, winning Offensive Player of the Year for the NFC. Alfred Morris, number 2. Russell Wilson, 3. Adrian Peterson, 4. Griffin, 5. Kaepernick, 6. Doug Martin, Aaron Rodgers, Cam Newton, and Ronald Mitchell. Must be a rookie or a second-year player for the Bears. Defensive Player of the Year, I guess we'll find out when we go to the next Offensive Rookie of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year, Sean Lee, who we tried signing and it didn't work out for us, but he's definitely up there. Bobby Wagner, number 2. Freeman, 3. Luke Kuechly, 4. Delancey Miller, who was a rookie last season, really establishing himself, much like Jace Richardson, as a power defensive player in the NFL here. Mason Foster, Eric Reed, 99 overall. Go 49ers. Jairus Byrd, Arthur Brown, and Kenny Vaccaro at number 10. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Jared Trahan, 87 overall for the Buccaneers. Bruton the Crouton, 82 overall. You guys would get that joke if you were at the offseason live stream last year. Jameson for the Panthers, 79 overall. Timothy Easton, 72. Carlson, 77. Craig, 75. Panthers, again, a few players there, as well as the Packers and Falcons. All right. Freeman, Vaughn, Baldwin, and Miles. And Baldwin's 83 overall. Defensive Rookie of the Year, DeMarco Beasley, the free safety from Wisconsin who took over for Jimmy Mosley on the list, 82 overall. Morrow, 80 overall for the Lions. Bradford Patrick. I see it's so weird seeing all these players that we scouted so much last season. 84 overall for him. Klein, 84 overall. Willie Stark, 79 overall. Henry, 73. French, 84 for that dominant Seahawks defense. Lamb, 82 overall for the Lions. McRoy, 69 overall. Giggity. And Maurice Allen, 78 overall. Again, from here on out, just going to go through pretty quickly a lot of names that I feel like we're expecting to see, except for Brian Hoyer. It's an interesting one. And then Trahan, so he is a rookie, 87 overall rookie for the Buccaneers. Very good pickup for them. Tom Parker made the list as well. Projected to be the #1 overall pick a few years ago. 49ers, Michael, okay. Andre Ellington on the Eagles. Des Bryant on the Rams had a great first season with them. That was a huge signing over the offseason and obviously paying off the Cardinals with Mike Wallace. Now Greg Little on the Buccaneers had a great season for that rookie quarterback, despite only being a 79 overall. So very cool to see. Former Tar Heels getting it done. Bruton the Crouton, number 9 overall and best wide receiver. Potty, Anthony Davis, Joe Staley, all getting it done for the 49ers with Kyle Long. Trent Williams on that list for the Redskins. Some other names, a few different rookies here. I think Heath Gayton was a rookie, if I'm not... Oh, no, he was a rookie last year because he was the Vikings' first pick after they won the draft, or the Super Bowl. Junior Gillette, Robeson, Houston, just going down the list. Ndamukong, defensive back Eric Reed making it happen. Another Marmarosa. It's Matt Marmarosa's brother. Margarito Marmarosa. All right, 87 overall. Wow, all right, getting it done. Both of them making a list here, and a lot of Saints in this defensive back list here. Must have been very difficult to pass it on them. A few Seahawks as well. Terrell Brown, the former Raider, on that list too. A guy we let go of, as well as Oscar Samuels here. All right, still getting it done. He's been doing pretty good since leaving us, I will say. Espinosa, okay. The last thing we are going to do today, and this was requested by quite a few, and it's something I have not done yet, and that is show our depth chart and our players' overalls. You know, I really don't show it often, just very rarely. And people have been curious as to how our players have progressed since we first started off. So I am down to show it now. 91 overall, Derek Carr, 64, Matt Marmarosa. J.D. Everett at 67. Running back 92 for Devin Golden. Kaysen Dobbs 70. Emmanuel Graves at 71. We haven't seen him quite as much, even though he had a really good rookie season. Kaysen Dobbs has really kind of emerged as a solid back for us. And then, of course, Jesus King, who everybody knows about. Fullback, we have Chauncey Green, the rookie, 77 overall. Marcel Reese, 99 overall. He is listed second on the fullback because he is starting at tight end for us. Wide receiver, Keyston Mack, 94 overall. Kendall Wright, 90 overall. Shakir Gayton, 73, but he plays much better than that rating. Denarius Moore, 83. Bobby Stevenson, 74. Mendenhall, 72. And Chase Cross, 69. Giggity. I actually need to move him back up into the rotation. He kind of fell off when he got injured, but that is a player who was playing very, very well for us before the injury, so we will move him back up before the playoffs here. Marcel Reese starting at fullback. We do have, or starting at tight end. We do have a few tight ends down here, but I'm going to need to draft one. That's ultimately what it's coming down to. We have not used our tight ends at all, and we're going to need to draft them. And offensive line, going through the list, got some depth, which I'm pretty stoked about. But offensive line, guys, they don't seem to really get injured. What is going on? My R2 button is like acting up a little bit on me here. Is Barclay, was he a rookie? No, not at all. Shelby Harris, 87 overall. The rookie, McCray at 78 overall. I'm excited about him. Justin Tuck, 90 overall, and then Dion Ware, 74 overall. Femi Francois, who was playing really good, just kind of slowly falling down the list. Even though I really do like him, I want to keep him, and I'd like to get him more involved. It's tough finding spots on the team for these guys. Vince Wilfork, who had a great season for us, and then Keegan Gibson, the rookie defensive tackle, played incredible in spot minutes, and that's because Wilfork, again, was playing like a beast, like he always does. However, Keegan Gibson, your time is coming, sir. Your time is coming. We all know it. We're just waiting for it. Isaac Humphrey, 64 overall. Didn't fill in quite as well as we had been hoping for. You know, we lost a big player last year, obviously, in C.O. Moore, just based on not having enough money. And I was really kind of hoping Isaac Humphrey would fill in a little bit better than he did. But overall, he did not play bad by any means. Brandon Spikes, we all saw how valuable he was for us. Raynard Ray, again, 86 overall. Been a beast there. Was Pleasant, 74 behind him. Khalil Mack, 99 overall. Olajuwon Thornton, a player I like quite a bit, and Zeke Hickman as well. Prince Amuka Mara, 89 overall. LeJean Knight, 81 overall. Deshae Campbell, 77. Keith McGill, 78. Demetrius McCray, 71. At free safety, we have Jimmy Mosley, who is now an 88 overall. Usama Young, who left the team for a year or two, has come back for us in a reserve role, 81 overall for him. Ofisa Okafor, again, plays a lot better than his rating, only 74 overall, but we all saw how valuable he was to our team this year. And Jamarcus Mallet, 66 overall, the rookie. Gostkowski is 89 overall. Marquette King, 99 overall. Kick returning, we have Shakir Gayton. And again, this is where I need to move Chase Cross back up into the rotation here. Mendenhall has slow acceleration, so we're definitely going to do this again. And make sure, whoops, well, we can do that. And then find Chase Cross down here. Alright, we definitely want to get Chase Cross involved. And those are our player ratings. Somebody requested it. I definitely want to listen to you guys. And yeah, so that's going to be it for this episode, guys. We can go ahead and advance. I'm cool with doing that. And we'll find out who we are playing in the conference or the divisional round of the playoffs. And then next week, before we get into the game, we're going to have one more news episode, and that is going to show the stats from the entire season. And of course, this is a tough matchup for us, the Broncos. Wow. Chaz Jenkins, NFL MVP. This is not a cupcake game for us at all. So also next week, we'll show you guys what happened in the wild card round of the playoffs, go through those stats and everything else, as well as the stats for the year, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Later.